Moodle's a great program that gives you a lot of options for evaluating students' work, but sometimes they're not the easiest to find. So in previous videos, I told you how to make essay questions to measure higher levels of student understanding. So if you've gone ahead and you've put some essay questions into a quiz, so for example, here is my quiz down here. This is my first online quiz. This is an actual class of mine. So I've allowed my students to go in and they've taken a series of attempts. This quiz is still active, but this is what it would look like regardless. So you can see they've gone in. So I can't show you, this is where you'd go if you wanted to go in and take a look at the progress either before or after the quiz was done. Now I can't show you the actual interface from here because I don't want to give away students' identification, but this is what you'd see if you went on down. So here are a series of results. So you can see that every one of these quizzes requires grading. And the reason for that is that I have required that each one of these students write at least one, I think there's one, there might be two essay style questions in here. So how do you go about grading that? Well, what you could do is you could come over here and choose this option here of review attempt, and then you could go in down to the question that requires grading, and you could find that question, this one here, question 14, and you could manually grade it, and then you could save it, and you could come back here and do that again and do that again, and you're going to find that really frustrating and really time consuming. Now there's a much easier way of doing it. So let's go back to Moodle and I'll show you where this hides. So here I'm in, have your quiz open. Once your quiz is open, you're going to come over here to the administration tab. We'll click on the administration tab and this will be normally closed up like this. You're going to look down, find results. It's possible this might be hidden. I may have actually opened this up. Sometimes Moodle retains things that were opened up before, but if not, fiddle around a little bit until you see this results option. You should be able to see it, I think, right from the beginning. Click on results, and now you're going to go on down to manual grading. When you click manual grading, a magical thing is going to happen, which is that suddenly this is going to open up. So here's my online quiz one, because remember I was within here when I opened up manual grading. And here are all of the questions, but importantly, they're sorted by question. So I required every student to have one, but I randomized which one they got. So obviously if I'm marking, it's much easier to rate, and it's fairer, in fact, to mark all of a particular question at a time to ensure I'm consistent. So if I do that, I can now go in and I'm going to choose grade all. And I've actually gone through and I've actually graded some of these already. But let's say I chose this one here. You can see that one was done 5 times by students. If I choose grade all, then the next page I'm going to go to, and again, I can't show you the actual page for privacy reasons. The next page I'm going to show you is going to look like this right here. So the next thing you're going to see is this thing right here. So you would open it up and you can choose the amount of questions you want to see per page. In this case, it's only showing 5 because there are only 5 in there. But you could also have it show all of them or just 20 of them, etc. And you're going to go through, you can read the answer here, you can type out in this section here any kind of response, and that's going to go to the students. They'll see when it's marked and they'll be able to see their response there. And then just below this, you're going to have the option right here of entering a grade. So you're going to put your mark in there, and you can give them 0.5, you can give them whatever you want, and you're going to keep on going all the ways down until you are done, or you hit the end of the page. Then make sure that you hit this save and go to next page to save all of your marks. You don't have to save them. You could mark all of the questions all together and then save and go to next page. And then you're going to go back up and you're going to go back to the list of questions. Back to the list of questions is going to take you back to this, and then you just choose your next one, and you go grade all of these, grade all of these, grade all of these, and you can go through. It's really quick and easy to do this way. This took me a while to discover, but once you do, super easy to do. Anyways, have fun grading. Not the most fun part of teaching, but something we've all got to do.